This is a public service announcement. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are for comedy purposes only and should not be taken seriously. The Never a Straight Answer podcast advised that the information covered in the show should not be used for educational purposes, nor as a guide for carrying out such crimes linked to the subject matter of the episode, no matter how fucking awesome it is. Gaz and Taylor do not take responsibility for the following: UFO encounters or possible linked abductions, committing or being a victim of serial murder, falling down conspiracy rabbit holes, fits of psychotic rage, anger or confusion, or going postal on friends, family or co-workers. The boys advise the use of THC or edibles when subjected to the Never a Straight Answer podcast. We hope you enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to another episode of Never a Straight Answer, the podcast that aims to cover a wide range of topics from conspiracy theories to popular culture and news. I'm your host Kaz, and joined in the studio, as always, you know him, I know him, he's my co-host, Mr. Taylor. Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gents. Hello.
What up, bitches? Welcome to new listeners and old, repeat offenders, and people who've just joined us for the first time.
Yeah.
Welcome
one and all.
Welcome one and all.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm your host Gaz, joined here, Mr. Taylor.
Yes, it is.
And if you are a first-time listener and you want to know what our show's about, it's just about anything. We just talk about all sorts of shit, don't we, really?
Yeah, we've gone through
topics. I think we're on episode 76. Yeah,
that's a long
76.
way, yeah.
And when we get to episode 100, we're doing another live show.
Yes,
if
we
you
are,
didn't see the last one, episode 50,
go back, have a look.
Go over onto YouTube because of the video is up there, and we did a 3-hour live stream. Yeah. So when we're planning a new one for the 100th episode, which isn't that far away now.
It's not.
Considering we're halfway there.
Yeah. Oh yes.
In terms of we're over halfway there in terms of like from the last one.
Yeah, that's true.
Won't be long now, guys.
Yeah.
So get over to YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And subscribe because then you can get a notification and that, earn it.
Yeah.
Get a notification.
You don't have
ring
to
the bell. Ring the bell.
You don't have to tell it.
Exactly. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's been a week since we last. Well, it's actually been less than a week because we put out an extra this week.
Yes, we did.
Update on Oak Island. If you've not checked that out, go and download it.
Good episode again.
Good little episode. We talk about kind of where they're up to in the whole mystery.
Yeah, and I've been watching it for a bit.
Yeah, well, you grilled me. I'm an avid watcher, so it was good that you kind of had so many questions for me on it.
Yes, if you've been watching something, I have questions.
I know. Yeah, I was going to do previously on Never a Straight Answer. Or last week on Never a Straight Answer, whichever works. We'll do it in like episodic drama style.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, what have you been up to this week on Never a Straight? What have you been up to? You've been up to this week?
Me, nothing. Just trying to. A few things have happened at work, so I'm just trying to work things out at the minute.
Oh,
yes,
ominous.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But everything apart from that's gone. Happy day.
Excellent.
Yeah, yourself?
Yeah,
you've been busy?
Been so busy. It's been like, never ending really. I've not got so much work on. Yeah. And I'll be going to the TPS, the photography show this week. So probably we might not have. Might have an episode next week. We might not. But I'm there for the entire 5 days.
Yeah.
So if you're there, if you're in the Birmingham NEC, pop over, say hiya. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Are you going to do the new handshake?
What's in it? It's fist bumping, isn't it?
No. It's arms.
Elbows.
Well, between your elbow and your wrist.
Oh, right. Okay.
In between there.
Well, I've heard this because obviously there's a lot of kind of worry about spreading corona and stuff. Like it's weird because footballers do this sort of like handshake at the beginning of soccer matches.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's a tradition. They always do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now they've been. I think one team has banned it a while back. Said they didn't want them shaking the hands.
Okay.
Yeah. But now since this outbreak,
Yeah.
they've decided that they're totally going to ban it. So they're going to just rather give each other a nod or a fist bump, or like you've just said, the new mid arm towards the elbow,
Yeah.
little
hit.
thing. Do you know what I mean?
It's a good idea if you think about it, because you use your hands for nearly everything.
Use your hands for everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of the beauties of having them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can do all sorts.
You can. Yeah. It's a miracle, isn't it?
Fucking hell. Miracle
of growing.
Miracle of evolution. There you go.
Yeah. Well.
But so other than that, so yeah, maybe if anyone comes over to us in the NEC next week, I'll be knocking about.
Yeah.
I'll be floating about.
Yeah. Coughing and splurting with everyone else.
I'll tweet. Yeah, where I am, and if you're about at the NEC, come over and say hiya.
Yeah.
Also. Yeah, so I've just been doing that, but then there's a big worry about whether it's going to go ahead because of like
I don't think
mass gatherings and stuff like that, and there is a bit of concern. So we'll see.
Well,
I'm happy to go. I'm just kind of like let's have it. I love the photography show anyway. So
I'll be down to the place, I should imagine, because the government have been warned now that like you want to start.
Well, it depends because they said that they were in. We're going to go into a bit of an update later on, actually. Yeah. But yeah, I think what they were saying is like they were in a containment stage, and if it goes into the second stage, which they were talking about Thursday, last week, and but then like there's been a bit of a rocket in cases.
Yeah.
So
quite a new number of developments as well.
We will go into the developments later on. But we've got quite an interesting show this week. This week we're going to be talking about the most notorious British conspiracy theories.
Yes,
which there are several. Because I mean, when you think of conspiracy theories, generally it's America, isn't it?
Yeah,
you get a lot of kind of Roswell and JFK and all these types of things, and it's always quite an American thing. But to think that there's conspiracy theories worldwide.
But then again, if you think about it, that makes them more open.
How do you mean?
That makes them more open because there's more cases of, actually, I want to know what happened there. You're telling me nothing, and I'm going to spread it around that you're not telling me nothing when there's something happening.
It's going to start making it up.
Somewhere over here would go, oh, all right then. And walk away, you know what I mean? Or like most people will walk away from it instead of turning around and going, hold on, it's a bit fucking dodgy here. Let me just have a look around the corner and see if I can find anything else on this. So that's, I suppose, in one way, that's the more open society in America.
Would you think? Because I don't know. Because I think like
not closed off more.
Well, no, because it's the information's travelled as far as us, as well as worldwide, and these conspiracy theories are kind of looked upon as kind of fact, but there's a lot of people who think the fact or try and dig out new connections and new links on conspiracy theories. Yeah, but I think it's funny that, like I say, we concentrate on the American ones because they're the ones that kind of get pushed into us on YouTube and Wikipedia and stuff like that. Yeah, but
plus there's the language barrier and stuff like that.
Of course, with a lot of other countries.
Yeah, so I mean, doing every country
maybe that's the reason America's more accessible to us. Yeah, but what's more accessible than on our own doorstep is what I started to think, and then obviously looking into it. Yeah. Now we've covered quite a lot of these conspiracy theories. In the past, UK-based stuff. But
there's a few that we haven't.
I found a few more. Yeah. So we're going to go into quite a few of them later on. Yeah. But before we do that, we've got our relatively new segment, What's Fucked Up Where You're From. Hey, we actually need a jingle for that.
I think we do.
What's fucked up where you're from? I don't know. Somebody could... If anybody's interested in making us a What's Fucked Up Where You're From jingle... Then just send us one. I'd love it. I'd love to hear your takes on that little
and if
little pearl.
If we get a load of them, then we'll see which ones you like the best.
A new one every week.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Someone could be asked to do that.
If you can be asked, we'd love to hear it. Send it us in. Well, this week's What's Fucked Up Where You're From comes from the UK.
Yes, it does.
And we're looking at Glossop, which is in Derbyshire in the northwest of England.
It is.
Glossop's known for its paranormal activity. It's had plenty of ghost sightings over the years. And there's even a paranormal society who do ghost hunting nights. Out there.
What, round there?
Yeah, in Glossop.
Really?
Yeah, I went on the website earlier. They've got contact details if you want to get in touch. They're called the Glossop Paranormal Ghost Nights.
Right. Okay.
So obviously there seems to be a kind of a sort
of theme
round there.
Yeah.
One bit of information I found about Derbyshire was there's a village called Eyam Village, that's EYAM, and Eyam Hall, and it's known as the Plague Village.
Plague Village?
Yeah. So have you heard of it?
Well, actually, I live around there, and no, I haven't heard of that one.
Well, tonight it's Chris and is it Shawnee?
Yeah.
Yeah, who've kind of put in for our What's Fucked Up where you're from.
Yes.
So we're not doing it for you, unfortunately.
No.
But I'm sure you've got a couple of being localish.
Yeah, I got a couple of...
Well, I'll do the Eyam Village one, and then you can tell us a bit about the area as well, because I've got another one after that.
Yeah.
So, Eyam Village, in 1665, a local tailor took a delivery from some stuff he'd ordered from his London supplier.
Yeah, we don't like to talk about that tailor.
I know, yeah, he's a black sheep of the family. When the parcel arrived, however, it was covered in plague.
Plague?
Yeah,
shit.
Fleas and nasty, grim stuff. Basically, within a week... the tailor was dead, and then within a month, 20 people had died further to kind of the arrival of this package. The village was put into quarantine, but overall, 300 people died. The site still remains pretty kind of the same as it was when, when it was still thriving.
Yeah.
And since then, there's been numerous ghost sightings on the site as well.
Right, I'm going to have to have a little gandy down there. Go down there.
Yeah, I actually thought it looked pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the buildings are quite like oldie-worldy, and the village has kind of been preserved as kind of as best it could be.
Yeah.
To how it was back in the day.
Site
yeah. So, but it's known as the Plague Village. So if you go on the website, you can check it out and have a look at the images there as well. So go on. What's so you were telling me about some village. Go for it.
Another village in the water.
Oh this is the one you were telling me about. It's submerged.
Yeah. It's in one of the Thames parts. But it was flooded. I can't remember a long time ago. But every summer, there's a road right next to it, and every summer when you pass it, you can see the top of the spire.
Right, cool. Yeah. That's really pretty cool.
People have gone down there and dived down there and had a little look.
So what's down there other than obviously a church?
Village.
A whole village?
Yeah.
That's
the whole
crazy.
Village was like sank.
There you go. When they go on about flood zones, you know what I mean? That's going to be half of England soon.
Well,
they'll be like, you go to your fucking Manchester, you can see it's all underwater. You can see Town Hall.
Yeah, I could imagine that in the future.
Yeah, I could, to be honest.
The way they plan things out.
So, is there any notorious sort of haunted spots?
Oh yeah, up on the moors.
Okay,
on the moors are things like legions of Roman warriors apparently in a line marching across,
and people have seen this.
This stuff. Yeah, there's ghost stories about how in like World War II when bombers used to like fall out the sky and like places to like rest, and then we were knocking down the Germans. The Germans were attacking Britain from the air quite a lot.
Yeah,
well, a lot of American bombers fell down.
So these airmen that they've seen, or is it actual planes?
Well, it's actually plane wreckage.
It's funny, isn't it? Because
stories of people who've gone there and found things, and then someone's come along.
Well, Valerie last week, with her story about the school bus. Actually found photos of it.
Have you?
I put one on the website in the blog. Last week's show notes. Yeah. So every week I'm going to be putting out the show notes on the website. So any stories, links, anything like that, I'll try and get them all up on the website. So I found some photos of it, but it was kind of, it just reminded me of it because obviously when objects are kind of left after
Yeah.
tragedy,
Yeah.
do they kind of embody some of that soul and spirit? Is what kind of makes you think that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So when you've just said there about plane wreckage being left,
Yeah, it seems to be the same thing, because I remember definitely one story of like a ring. Two people were taken up there to have a look, was showing around, and one of them spotted a ring in the dirt, so he picked it up, had a look at it, talked to his missus, then someone in the uniform come up to him and asked him for the ring, let me have a look, and he had a look, and then he turned around and disappeared.
right? So
It was like,
they
whoa,
think
what
it
the-
might have been an apparition of
Yeah.
some description.
Yeah,
Amazing.
having that where he's got a visible cloak.
Well, talking about the Moors, another story I came across was the Devil's Elbow.
Oh, yeah.
So the Devil's Elbow is a curved stretch of road on the B6 105 between Glossop and Woods Head.
Yeah.
It's been the scene of many strange events, and it's a place where it's been a bit spooky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And obviously these places aren't named stuff like the Devil's Elbow
For no reason. Yeah.
So there is a legend that's attached to the Devil's Elbow, and it's said that it was the spot where two lovers who were from feuding families were in a relationship, and when the father of the girl found out, he basically said he swore that he'd rather have the devil take his daughter than the son of his enemy. The next morning, the devil apparently appeared to claim his prize and chased the couple across the moors. Just as he was about to, stretch out his arm and claim the bride, a voice came out of nowhere shouting "Stop!" and his arm turned to stone. Right, so the devil pulled the stone arm off and threw it into the moors. And which created the Devil's Elbow stretch of road. Apparently, that's the legend. But like I say, Glossop, it's steeped in ghost stories, paranormal, grave robbing, all sorts of stuff.
We even have a festival there as well.
Oh, well, like a Wiccan, sort of like a
like carnival
solstice
kind of thing.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, people dress up and there's like carnival kind of stuff that goes along on the main road.
Oh, brilliant.
Glossop,
When's that happen?
I can't remember the date. I think it's around about June.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to add?
Nice little place.
Nice little place, Get yourself a Glossop caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do some nice caravans,
Yeah,
non-haunted
they've got
ones.
Man. Yeah.
Or you could get a haunted one.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We'll do you a deal. We'll do you a non-haunted caravan with a haunted awning.
Yeah. If you take that...
If you take the awning, then we'll do you a discount on the caravan. How's that?
Yeah.
There you go. We can't say fairer than that.
About 2% off,
2%.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. No worries. And just think, British holidays are going to be going up soon as well. So,
yes.
It's a nice time to buy yourself a caravan, get on a tour.
Yeah.
Go on a tour of the UK.
And it's cheaper than a house.
Well, cheaper than going abroad at the minute. Well, no, I don't know. To going abroad at the minute seems to be very cheap.
Yeah, but I don't know. You might get a flight there, but you might not be able to get a flight back.
Yeah, you'd be like fucking on lockdown.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what's fucked up where Chris and Shawnee are from.
And it is fucked up.
In Glossop, Derbyshire, England.
Yes.
So there you go. If you want to Google, have
Great
a Google.
place to go.
I'm sure you'll find some more crazy stuff happening around
There's
there.
loads.
So, moving into the main topic. Woo! Main topic time.
Yeah.
And like we said earlier, we're going to be covering the most sort of kind of exciting, I suppose, or most kind of well-known.
Yeah, because there are a few
British.
that are not exciting.
No,
like,
some of them aren't exciting at all, but some of them are quite interesting.
Yeah.
Some of them, it's surprising how many royal family conspiracy theories there are.
Yeah, there's massive, man.
So, British kind of conspiracy theories, they don't kind of crop up in your YouTube feed very often.
No.
But, yeah, there's some stuff that we've covered that, from Paul McCartney to the Titanic swap. The missing disappearance of Richie Edwards from the Manic Street Preachers. We've covered bits and pieces of these, like William Shakespeare and the royal family. But we're going to try and dig deep a bit in a couple of the areas, I think. So obviously starting with Paul McCartney, we mentioned Paul McCartney, right? So Paul McCartney's one of those ones, and if you kind of been listening to the show since the beginning, you'll know that it was our very first episode.
It was
the Paul McCartney conspiracy. And it goes along the lines of the Paul McCartney isn't the original Paul McCartney, is it?
He's not. What's going on?
Well, apparently the story goes that during a recording at Abbey Road Studio, he'd had an argument with John Lennon.
As you do.
He feuded with him. He kind of got into a bit of an argument. He was in a mood. He left the building. But
moody bollocks.
Being kind of angry and stuff, he had an accident.
Yeah. Wasn't careful
I mean,
enough.
there's loads more to it. Yeah, and I think we've gone into... I've listened to all the tapes, all the kind of variations on the story, supposed evidence that, cassette tapes that have been produced by George Harrison.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything I could find on this story.
I didn't believe any of it when it first come up, and then you was like... And it was like... Well,
you
moved me
a
at the
lot of
centre
kind
now.
of crazy little bits and pieces that kind of make you think, well, why have they done that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So,
most definitely.
in terms of artwork and kind of...
it's it is a bit funny.
Backwards masking recording, which is another thing which kind of... The hidden messages in their albums, in certain tracks.
Yeah. Was it deliberate or was it not?
It's a very interesting sort of little story, really. Now...
I won't say little because it has passed on through generations.
It's absolutely huge now. It's been going since the 60s.
Yeah.
So apparently what happened is he was involved in a car crash.
Yeah.
And was severely injured and obviously as a result died.
Yeah.
But because it was in the height of Beatlemania, they needed to kind of keep...
going.
Well, no, because if you think about how it was when they went to America,
it
was mass
crazy,
hysteria.
Man, yeah.
There was reports of urine running down the street like a river because the girls were pissing themselves, pissing the knickers because he was so excited. Right, the Beatles were there.
Oh, they were all on commando.
Now, think about that. Your favourite Beatles just died. What's the reaction? They'd never seen anything like this before.
Well, true. And look at the reaction of when John Lennon died.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's we'll look at the reaction when Take That split up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine it was the Beatles. Like they were so
on the
unprepared for this stuff. Yeah. So the rumor was that they held secret auditions to find a replacement for Paul.
How can you? This is one of the things.
Now, apparently, it was a lookalike competition.
Yeah, but if you're going to advertise it, you know what I mean? It's a case of you've advertised it.
No,
so
I think it was something that they'd already done, and there was a clear winner. And then, they were like, "Oh, we'll remember that guy."
Yeah, for some kind of show or something. Yeah.
So, and plus, doppelgangers are having people kind of people to kind of take the media.
Leaders have it all the time.
Exactly,
Leaders
don't they?
Always do it. Even celebrities do it nowadays.
It's an interesting story, anyway. So, I mean, it's one of those kind of conspiracy theories that a lot of people would have had to be in on. For it to work. Yeah. Now, these stories saying that there was CIA involvement, that there was kind of the Beatles kind of resented the new Paul, and they ended up calling him Fall because he was the fake Paul. Now, there's so much to it. I mean, like I say, I mean, if you wanted to go back and listen to it, if you wanted to go back and listen to the first episode, I've got to kind of warn you. It was our first episode. Yeah, we've come a little bit further since then.
Yes.
But
we stepped our game up.
We stepped up the game a tiny bit, but don't be surprised if it gives you a bit of earache. It's the first one.
Yeah.
So, moving on. I think that's a great little conspiracy theory, though, and there's so much stuff to it. So you could definitely go down a little rabbit hole with that.
Yeah. Now, definitely.
I've made some conclusions about that.
Yeah, you have,
right.
You have.
And now, if you do want to listen to those, check out episode 1.
Yes.
Have you? What conspiracy theories from England, Britain have you come up with? Because I've got a fair few, mate.
Yeah, same, mate. Well, we've got another one that we've done before, the Titanic.
Yeah, so that was
the Titanic is one of the biggest ones that we've had since it's happened, really.
So go on, fill us in.
Well, there's a Titanic had a sister boat.
Yeah, what was it called? The Olympic. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and apparently because there was a saying that JP Morgan decided to sink that boat and kill everyone who was on it.
Yeah, because weren't there some sort of problem with it? They'd been
it was slightly different.
It'd been damaged as well. So to collect, but they weren't allowed to collect on the insurance.
No, because that one insured, but the other one was.
Yeah, that's right. Because I think the Olympic had already done one voyage.
Yeah.
So they swapped it out, didn't they? Apparently, that's the theory.
Yeah, the theory is that that it hit a military boat and went and sank down. So when the actual Titanic went out, it didn't go to its destination. It actually disappeared, as it says.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the actual original that went down.
No, but that was it. But it was the only way they could claim on the insurance, wasn't it? So I mean, it's got plausibility.
Yeah,
I mean, we've done
an
episode on this. So if you want the full story and all the details, go back and find that.
Good one,
it was a really good episode actually as well. And I mean, I don't want this to be a look back on old episodes.
But there is quite a few.
There is
covered.
A few of the British conspiracies that we have done.
Yeah.
Going back to the royals.
Yeah.
What conspiracy theories came up about the royals that you felt were kind of would be legit? What you could say? Do you know what? If any of them are true, it's that one.
Oh well, I think anyone who's listening now who's British will know exactly which person this one will be, and it has to be the most taken photos of a person. This woman just absolutely dominated the media time, and it has to be Princess Diana.
Yeah, I remember when that happened on the morning. I was,
I do.
Where I was and everything, and it was so sad because do you know what? She just seemed like a really pleasant sort of person. Do you know what I mean? And
she was great for the royal family.
Now, what's the conspiracy relating surrounding that? Because there's a few that I've heard. One in particular was that she was assassinated.
Yeah. So that seems to be the plausibility, basically, because a white car followed and apparently hit the car that she was in to smash. But then the car driver as well, when he was found, he died 3 years later. He committed suicide 3 years later.
Right. Okay. Because what was it? It was that she was having an affair, wasn't she? So the
well, no, she had split up with Prince Charles, and was going out with Dodi
Fayed,
yeah. And the thing is said that Prince Philip or the Queen and some of the others didn't want interrelations.
Oh yeah, of course.
The saying is that they wanted to keep the royal family pure, as in the pure.
Well, that's bullshit because it's like the fucking German and fucking wherever, Austrian, Hungarian, fuck knows where they're from.
Everywhere.
Do you know what I mean? I think the royal family is probably the most inbred fucking part of the UK.
Well, yeah, you might
no
be
apologies
right
there. I'm sorry, but to be honest,
the thing with this is though, she changed how the royals have been seen now.
Of course. She basically put them into vogue.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was like for a while they were stale and stagnant.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden it was like we've got this new young, basically the princess of the people. Coming in and hogging all the fucking limelight.
Oh yeah.
Of course. I mean, and then obviously when she's no longer a part of the royal family anymore because she's left Charles.
Yeah.
And she's still hogging the media spotlight. Then
every day, but
it's kind of rubbing it in, their faces slightly. Do you think? Or I mean, like I say, I love Diana. I think she was a lovely lovely addition. Do you know what I mean? But like, it was very shady and shifty what happened.
Yeah, there was. Why did the ambulance go so slow when they was taken to the hospital? Why was the driver supposedly drunk? And do you know actually?
Was he supposed to be drunk?
Yeah, he was supposed to have had a couple of drinks beforehand. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got a couple more about the ladies who happened to marry.
Well, that Diana, since Diana died, 24-hour BBC News started from that alone. That's how 24. Yeah, that's
well,
why
I suppose because they needed rolling coverage of it, so it was like that.
Why not continue it?
Yeah, that's it. What happens next?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always the way, isn't it?
It is.
Well, like I say, going on to a couple more ladies who married into the royal family. Got another conspiracy theory that both Meghan and Kate both use surrogates.
Yeah. Why?
Well, obviously to not ruin the physique figures, I suppose.
Well, did you see him after he dropped birth?
Well, no.
Haven't you seen the pictures?
No, you don't hardly see
he
him.
look like a woman that's just had a baby. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'd probably say that as well. I mean, this isn't
why
something
would they
I
decorate
believe.
themselves and like come out like, oh well, we've got to make sure it looks like that. You might as well have the baby and go through all that, and you can say,
no, because then you don't have to go through it. But you give a bit of makeup, make them look like they've just had a baby. Hey, that's 10 minutes.
They might be royal, but they're no fucking gods.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm up with that. I'm down with that.
You're going through the process.
Well, to be honest, it's one of them,
or
isn't
adopt,
it? It's
depends.
like just.
They could have done better adopting then.
Yeah, exactly. Do a fucking what's it?
In fact, it might have been worked out better for the royals if they did do adoption.
Yeah, of course. Well, no, they could then be just like what's it? Wouldn't they? Brad Pitt and Angelina
or Madonna.
Yeah, or Madonna.
Yeah, but for the royal family to do a few, if they wanted kids and they could, well, what would have been the process if none of them could have had kids? They would. I
know, but that's what I'm saying.
No kids,
it's like
it's
very convenient how. You get kind of like you got your royal wedding and then straight away a couple of kids. Do you know what I mean? And like you say, some people can, and some people have problems like that. So like you say, that would still be an option for most people? So why not an option for the royals?
Yeah, but they'd be thinking security, this, that, and the other. But the kids
don't want to have to bring in a threat. Yeah. Or it could be a fucking mole or a spy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
This Russian sleeper
agent. We brought in a Russian kid. We thought it was Ukrainian.
Oh, no
what
way.
The fuck, you know what I mean? It's just like, there's still stupid
the code
like
word, we'd say the code word and the baby will activate.
I think the problem is that these two women are being abused by the media and putting things.
Well, that's probably why the whole Megxit thing.
Yeah, I don't. Do you know what I mean?
Because I don't blame Harry for wanting to, keep his family out of that spotlight.
Yeah, especially.
Do you know what I mean? Especially, of course, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I've got one big sort of kind of story on the royals.
Oh, I'm glad you said story.
I've got, well, yeah, exactly. It goes back to the Princess Elizabeth.
Oh yes.
So this is a story about the Beasley boy. And Prince Elizabeth apparently died during the plague at Overcourt House in Beasley.
Yeah.
The king was on his way to visit them. And
Henry VIII.
Yeah, old Henry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he was he wasn't a fucking cheerful chap, was he?
No, he had a bit of a temper on him, that fella.
So he was off to visit Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Or Princess Elizabeth at the time.
Oh, yes, she was.
And
the Virgin Queen.
But she died with the plague in it. So.
Yeah, so what happens? What
they did was they found a young boy who was around about the similar age and of the same hair colour.
Yeah.
Frocked him up, put him in a frock, and basically Kingy wasn't none the wiser.
Yeah, the governess actually did her thing, because if the princess would have died and Henry would have found out, he would have killed probably her and her family.
Probably.
So it's good idea, and it worked.
Yeah, well,
she was well famous for the wigs.
Well, apparently no one ever found out about this, and he grew up to be Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And some say that's why she never married.
Yeah, that's why she was a virgin.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
well,
there we go.
What do you reckon?
I don't know because I haven't looked into this that much until the other day, and it was like, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
Why not? Go on.
It just wouldn't, because back in them days, and especially being that much power as well, she could do anything she wanted, even if...
Yeah, but somebody would know that
even
she's
if
not
they
really
knew,
the princess.
Yeah, but even if you knew that queen was a king, but the king wanted to be known as a queen...
Yeah.
Right, I'm getting tongue-tied here nearly. Then... they would do what's her bidding.
Well, of course, yeah, but only...
So then you'd take it out of history.
Well, you'd have to... Well, of course, you'd have to take that out of history, but what I'm saying is somebody went out and found that young boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they know. They know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but she was looking after herself.
Yeah, but the governess, she's obviously... Well, she's never
going
to tell anyone, is she?
If it was right. Yeah. Well, no one knew she died.
Well, to be fair, she's known as one of our greatest queens.
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
There you go.
No autopsy as well.
Did a good job.
Never heard of before. Like, she would have been autopsy.
What do you think,
away.
listeners? If you think that the Queen Elizabeth was actually Prince Elizabeth, well, not even Prince Elizabeth.
No, just
Commoner boy,
common.
Beasley boy,
commoner. Yeah,
Beasley boy. That's it.
Yeah.
Then drop us a comment. Let us know what your thoughts are on it.
Yeah,
got
like to know.
Got a few more here. I mean, I think the royal family are kind of, looked at quite a lot.
Yeah, they are.
Because obviously,
are we talking David here?
We're going to be definitely talking David Icke.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, David Icke, he's notorious for
exports
for talking about the royal family.
Yeah.
And their potential to be lizard bitches from fucking outer space. I don't know where he thinks they're from, but where he thinks that the royal family, especially the Queen, are lizards.
Yeah, well...
Thoughts?
What's it called? Shapeshifters.
Shapeshifting lizard.
Shapeshifting lizards. Illuminati. Shapeshifting lizards. Let's get it right.
Shapeshifting lizard bitches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hashtag Illuminati shapeshifting lizard bitches.
This was what, early 90s? Early 90s he started coming up with this.
Yeah, he did. He came out and started coming out with this. And the theory is that obviously we share the Earth with another race that was evolved from lizards.
Yes.
Whereas we evolved from monkeys, they evolved from lizards. The reptilians have infiltrated apparently all our systems of government.
Yep, societies, every bit of control that we have.
I'm not sure. I mean, David Icke makes a strong case.
Well, he did on Wogan. Because he was brought out on Wogan and people were laughing at him.
Oh, bless Wogan.
Where's Wogan? Well, you know what? When I first heard this fella, I thought the same. But then I looked into it. Yeah, of course,
you listen to him now, mate, and it's like actually some of the shit.
I told you this was going to happen. I read this in this book. I told you, and
I do believe that Dave, and this is a thing about conspiracy theories, how mainstream they've gone now in terms of like alien sightings as well. Those types of like kooky sort of stories that would just generally be laughed at. Are being taken a little bit more seriously these days, and they're being covered by mainstream news. And David Icke's one of those people who I've always had this theory about people who become legends, right? So, Hasselhoff.
Legends is a big category.
People go, oh, fucking hell, David Hasselhoff is a legend.
No. Yeah. He was a good actor.
No, people say shit like this all the time, right? They go, oh, mate, so-and-so is a legend, Yeah. But these people who become media legends or celebrity legends, and they start off as normal people, right, normal actors, with kind of a bit of a career,
following,
and then they turn into a joke, right, for a long time.
I'm thinking.
Then all of a sudden they come out with, oh, that guy's a legend, and I don't know how it happens. It's the career just totally 180s, twice. Do you know what I mean? Go on, who are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of Ace Ventura.
Oh, fucking Jim Carrey.
Yeah, because apparently people are saying he's going proper nutty.
He's had a hard time, mate. He's had a really hard time. Can't even express how much of a hard time that guy's had, and for the fact that he's a very talented actor, right?
Yeah.
But put the face making aside, he's a great actor, right? Yeah. He's done some good serious films. In fact. The Just Kidding series that he's just done as well shows a really good sort of side to his acting. I spotted that
the other day. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. The fact that he had gone through so much shit. In fact, my best highlight of Jim Carrey recently it wasn't recently, but he went to the New York Fashion Show or New York Fashion Week.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, Jim Carrey's here, tried to interview him on the carpet, and they were saying, what are you doing here? And he went, well, I just thought I'd find the most pointless thing going on in the city today and go and see that.
Classy fella.
Absolutely ripped him a new one. Yeah.
Good on him.
And he had some absolutely valid points. It was amazing. So, yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of time
this is it. Would you consider him a nutter, though?
No.
I consider him, he's looked into stuff and he's like, right, well, I'm not having this. If you want to follow the same old routine, I'm doing what I want to do, or I want to do what I think I should do.
Well, anyway, David Icke, I think he's one of those type of guys where it was like, he was a journalist, had somewhat of a career.
Journalist,
all of a sudden started kind of coming out with this kind of stuff, and people were like,
I'm a part of God.
Absolute nutter, got no time for you. Yeah. And now all of a sudden, he swung back round. this, because everyone's kind of interested in conspiracies, interested in a bit kind of the occult and strange shit. Yeah, and all of a sudden, people want to know what David Icke's got to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
some of the stuff he comes out with is fucking genius, to be honest. Some of it's a bit nutty.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm right. You're right there. Some of it still, to me, is a bit out there, but he has got very valid points. What
do you know about these reptilians, and do you know much? I think we've done an episode on this as well, actually, haven't we? Yeah,
the Los Angeles one.
Yeah, because this isn't just a British thing, is it? It's worldwide. But the Queen is supposed to be a lizard.
All the rumours about it actually started in Britain.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Because we've got a lizardy Queen.
Well, yeah, supposedly. I don't believe that part. This is the thing. I believe maybe at the top of, the table there is something there. But between that, we're just controlled in a manner that
so do you think that these are controlling us from the behind the scenes?
It's a pecking order, yeah, basically. Someone tells the president, right, you're going to do that. And he goes out and does it. Gets the CIA to go and do, mind control shit. He gets the police to go around and, bust a few heads out. He's got his army to go and kick some.
That's what I was saying about the Queen earlier, though. Do you know, she's fucking got, she's a bit of a mafia boss. Do you know what I mean? She just sits there, in a throne going, doing
I agree with that part.
Doing a Marlon Brando impression.
Yeah, because she's obviously involved in part of what's been going on in the world, as in the Bilderbergs and the Illuminati and all that kind of stuff. The royals are obviously involved in there because there's so many different connections. But then you got other big people who have got connections, the bankers, especially the bankers.
The Rothschilds and the kind of
Morgans and that.
What was the French the French twins?
The French twins.
Yeah, the Bogdanov brothers, Bogdanovs. Apparently, right? Yeah, the Bogdanov brothers. Yeah, they're so powerful.
Oh yeah, the weird-looking fellas.
Yeah, they've had loads of plastic surgery.
Oh yeah,
my god, yeah, they look like spitting image characters.
Oh yeah,
but
you know what? If that was born in front of me, I'd go put it.
Well,
no,
they've done this to themselves. With surgery, but over the years. The Bogdanovs, people don't really know them, but apparently they fucking tell the French government and French royal family what to do.
Yeah,
they're that powerful.
Holidays. Yeah,
and I'd never heard of them. And then all of a sudden I'm like, who the fuck are these?
Yeah,
you know. But
that's the thing. The ones who are behind the door.
They spread so much shit. Yeah, right. About crazy projects and stuff that they've got that you couldn't tell what's true and what's not.
Well, yeah, because they're in the aliens as well.
They're banging into all this crazy stuff, right? Yeah. But because they're always doing media interviews, and this is another thing, it's they are kind of in the media quite a lot, and I'm surprised that hardly anyone's heard of them.
Yeah,
because they do come out with a lot of mad shit, like David Icke.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But they've got, then the thing is, if they've got the power and the influence, why aren't they doing something proper? Are they stupid? Are they daft? Are they not going well, all right then?
Well, I will post a photo of the Bogdanovs on the website in the show notes.
If you want to get frightened, don't show your kids, because these two are I don't know.
They're fucking they're like I say, spitting image
and
puppets.
They did it to themselves as well.
So I don't think you can fucking describe them any other way.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this if there was some kind of illness and that, but if you've done it to yourself, okay, now boys. Sorry,
Radiohead just popped in my head then.
Yeah,
you do it to yourself. You do.
I'm feeling sick just thinking about it.
Anyway, any other British conspiracy theories? I've got one on William Shakespeare.
You know what? Funny enough, that was the one I was looking at.
Well, the theory goes. I'm no William Shakespeare. Can't even get a fucking sentence out. Never mind a sonnet. So the story goes that William was not responsible for writing his plays.
No, apparently.
Well, apparently, the American author Mark Twain had his suspicions.
Yes.
That
and Sigmund Freud.
Did Sigmund Freud as well?
Sigmund Freud as well, the same, yeah.
Well, Mark Twain had his suspicions that it was actually Francis Bacon who was doing penning the William Shakespeare plays. But there's also another theory that it was a collaboration of a few different people.
I think more on that.
A bit like Banksy. People say that Banksy's a bit kind of like that as well.
Do you think so?
Like, yeah, it's not one artist; it's a collaborative project.
Do you really think?
I don't know.
For such a project, all you're doing is running up to a wall and painting it.
No, because I think he's got too much of a style. Do you know, for it to be a collaborative thing? Because if you were a collaboration, then you'll have a mix of people's styles all interacting and kind of, making that work.
Yeah, I'm totally with you there. Like, just doing Banksy first and then someone else comes in and puts a little bit in there.
What happens if a team of people go out, right, and they do this great piece of artwork, but then the following time they go out to do a piece of artwork, Steve or John can't make it, but they were really instrumental in doing the project, and it just doesn't cut it as a Banksy. Yeah. And then it's like, I don't know. I think it has to be one artist.
Yeah, that same man. There's because he's thought about it. He's took his time. He's trapped the media into Banksy, wherever this goes. So he's just doing his thing, man. Yeah, and good on him.
There you go. There's another little conspiracy theory in there as well, considering Banksy and William Shakespeare seem to have a bit in common. So
you won't thought, would you?
No, not at all. So, but apparently, William Shakespeare's, there is a conspiracy to believe that he didn't write his own plays. Like I say, there was a few kind of people who would have thought that it was somebody else.
Yeah.
But Mark Twain, like I say, he kind of thought it was Francis Bacon. And going back to Queen Elizabeth, he also thought that Queen Elizabeth was a man.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he basically came out with it on several occasions.
You know what?
So, it seems like a pretty clever chap.
Funny enough, though, whenever they did it back then as well, a man's position was taken on the role by a woman, and a woman's position was taken by a man.
What, in theatre?
In theatre.
No, I think there was just no women allowed to perform.
Yeah.
So most
but then the
women's roles were taken by men because women weren't allowed to perform.
Yeah.
Look how far we've come.
I know.
Yeah. You can be whenever you want.
You can.
In this Happy Women's Day, by the way, it was it's Happy Women's. It's Women's Day coming up, or it's literally around this time.
All right, then Happy Women's.
Let's have Happy Women's Week.
Oh, don't wait. Are we getting a Man's Week? If we're not getting a Man's Week, I can't. Sorry, I can't celebrate. Hey, I'm not being sexist, but that's sexist.
Give him a.
Is it not?
It's National Women's Week.
Yeah,
International Women's Day.
International Women's Week, but next week's International Man's Week.
Well, you have a Man's Week whenever you want a Man's Week.
Well,
I'm not going to stop
every
you.
week.
But this week,
just this week.
It's not even the week. It is one particular day, but
right, all right.
But it's celebrating all the women out there and women generally in all different industries, societies.
Yeah.
Obviously, how kind of they're able. It's getting better for kind of like equality and stuff like that. So
we've still got a lot of way to go, but
well, there you go.
It.
Well, it just popped in my head anyway, so I didn't have anything planned for that, but I just thought I'd mention
Good girl.
it. You can have Man's Week whenever you want.
Taylor. I want Man's Week every week.
Every week's Man's
Week. Yeah.
I've got one here.
So have
I. Go on then.
No, sorry, I've got two here.
Oh, right, I've got one. I'm no Van Gogh.
No.
MI5 agents.
Oh,
right?
yes.
MI5 were apparently responsible for trying to stop the Scottish referendum back in 2014.
Oh, right, okay.
And this involved J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And now apparently these people were being rude to her on Twitter because she'd posted her views on being Scottish independence, right?
Yeah.
So they reckon that MI5 agents were these people who were being rude to her, right? And they'd gone on Twitter and just started basically bombarding her with abuse because of her views. So later on, a lot of people were basically speculating that it was a smear campaign to discredit the referendum, and it was fought up by MI5.
See, well, no, it can't be because they didn't do a good fucking job, did they, really?
Well, no. Well, how do you know? Well, they didn't leave, did they?
Well, yeah, it looks like there's going to be another fucking one in.
Well,
at the moment.
Also linked to J.K. Rowling, there's another sort of William Shakespeare style conspiracy that states that she never wrote the Harry Potter books because no way could one person write so many novels.
She's a front.
Yeah, basically she's the kind of the front for the operation, and there's a team of writers who, basically wrote the series.
Well, to be honest, does it matter?
Oh, no, great.
To be honest,
great stories.
It's still great stories. If they want her to take the credit, bang, good on you. If they want to come out later on and say
it was actually us,
then bam, that's up to them. But to be honest, start them, innit? There's going to be losers and winners out of them.
Well, I don't think it matters, but I think at the end of the day, it's like if I created something and then somebody turned around and said, "Nah, you didn't create that," I'd be a bit pissed off. I'd be like, "Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it only matters because
I did it.
It's profit. There's the massive profit.
Trying to say I've not got skills.
Yeah, well, this is it. You're trying to say that a single person couldn't write all them books with all the ideas.
If you sit down for 8 hours a day and that's your job, then of course you can.
Exactly. So why can't one woman have done it?
You limits your imagination, isn't it? And if she's fucking just pouring it out, then quality. Good on her. She's a very prolific writer.
Yeah, very rich woman.
But you could say that she couldn't have done it on her own. So
she could have had a little bit of help, but I think
most writers take inspiration from places, and I wouldn't be surprised if I was a writer, then I'd be looking around. And they say that, don't they? Write about what you know, because that's the most sort of interesting, and might not be interesting to you, but your story might be interesting to other people.
Yeah,
but taking inspiration from your surroundings and the people you
growing
interact
up with
your
imaginary friend and stuff like that.
Not even that. I mean, I could be writing something, and then you're my friend.
Yeah.
I kind of think, right, I need a character for my story. Yeah. So I'm going to base this character loosely around you.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, and I'll call it Taylor, but it's, I don't know. You could definitely
your imagination, open it up, son, open it up.
That's what I'm saying. You can definitely kind of like, and I think a lot of writers do this, so I don't think it's like a problem about taking inspiration.
No.
And if somebody was to offer an idea,
she might have
kind of like a story plot,
yeah,
or basically a twist, then where's the harm?
Yeah, I totally. Yeah, I think it was her, but there is possible like ideas have come from other people, which more than likely that's happened. But I think it's just it's another one of them that it's just it grows so much. It done this, it done that. She was just a clever woman and she knew how to operate.
She knew how to operate. She knew how to kind of progress that story. Basically, innit?
She was very good at it. Like her.
Ooh, yeah, because she's ended up making a hell of a lot of money.
And what the money people do?
They don't give out money.
No. They go back into the society.
They say, give that money, it's our money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, go for it.
Yeah. All right. I hate it when they say this. Right. The British Roswell. It wasn't the fucking British Roswell.
We're talking about Rendition Forest.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We have covered this before in one of the episodes. But yeah, basically 2 military bases in Suffolk. A UFO had set some lights off and tried landing, so they went to investigate. There was tape recordings, there was radar, and there was actual the soldiers who went up.
Yeah, there was actually eyewitness accounts, weren't
John
they?
and Jim.
John and Jim.
Yeah, John and Jim. Because when I did the episode, I mixed the names up.
Oh no, you wouldn't want to get John and Jim mixed up.
Yeah,
fucking hell, you'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah, but hopefully they knew what I was on about.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah, binary. One of them touched the.
He saw binary code, didn't he? And he basically translated it. Yeah, what was it he translated into?
Well, he kept seeing it over and over again over the years, so he ended up writing it on notepad, put it in the attic, and then years later
they always do that, don't they? They always stick it in the attic.
Well, yeah,
never get it investigated or send it out to a fucking Morse code specialist or anything.
Probably back then they would have. He would have been caught.
To be honest, maybe spying. Binary code wasn't known. It wasn't very kind of known about, really.
It was under secrecy, binary code. So if he would have opened his mouth on blah blah, he would have been done for espionage and shit. So he did do the right thing and put it away. And who would believe him? You know,
that's
someone's
true.
just come from my head. I've written this down. So
you go, no,
basically-
you've been colluding with the enemy. You
Yeah,
have.
exactly. You dodgy.
Yeah,
fucker.
dodgy motherfucker.
So he found it again, and he had it tested out and looked at, and it said for what was it for those on Earth, these are for humans to go on. There's several destinations, and did a load of codes, and
Okay.
these codes end up being a place in America.
So sort of like geographical sort of coordinates.
Destinations,
Yeah.
There was a place in Scotland. There was a place in
Scotland,
Egypt.
I'm not a fan of
Greece,
Egypt.
China. I think there was one in Russia. There was and
It's very nice in Russia.
so it's indicating that in these spots there's something there, or there's something gonna be there.
Right, okay.
So it's like
Sounds like a big GTA
yeah,
mystery.
it is. It,
Get yourself up to Mount Chiliad and you might spot an alien UFO.
well, even better. In the next couple of weeks, soon, some more information on that
Exactly,
particular.
I was about to say this.
Yeah, that particular incident where they've actually turned around, because he always denied it. They always said it was the lighthouse across the way.
Yeah, some
And
sort of
so-
Venus swamp gas or
Yeah.
some bullshit.
So if that was the case, how come they, as soon as the incident happened, they got rid of all the trees, they stopped people going on the property, and in fact, the 2 days earlier, there was actually a big UFO over the top of him.
Right?
Massive mothership, about a mile long, apparently.
Massive motherfucker ship.
Yeah, apparently. But the reason why they didn't really all want it coming out was because they broke a nuclear treaty
Right.
with Europe, because there was nuclear weapons there at the time.
So
where
if they would have
shouldn't
brought it
been.
out, they would have had to
Yes.
release the fact that there was nuclear weapons on site.
Yeah, which means they broke the treaty, so then they
You
have
see,
to get
this is
fined.
the thing, isn't it? This is what I was talking about with China earlier, about kind of like them, they could be not giving out all full information.
Well, yeah.
You never know what's actually happening until it's too late.
Well, yeah. It's all been pre-planned.
So the UK Roswell, and when they say the UK Roswell, Rendition
fucking hate
Forest.
that. Never crashed.
It's like you say, they've said they're going to release a load of new documents, and we will stick them up on the website as soon as we get hold of them.
Yes, yeah.
But I'm interested to see what comes out of that, because there was
Yeah.
supposedly some new information. Now, the last documents that came out only pertain to like 2009.
Yeah.
So this is everything that's happened since 2009,
Yeah.
plus some gems that they held back.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So they were
So
still
it's-
deemed too high security or top secret for him to put out the first time.
Yeah, and no doubt there's still
But now
going to be
they've
more
been
black
reviewed.
lines.
Been reviewed, loads
Yeah.
of annotations or whatever they called.
Straight round a queue to have a look.
Oh, fair dues.
Definitely.
I've
wait
got
to
one,
get me
and this is a bit of kind of like espionage.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is the sinking of the MS Estonia.
Oh, yes.
Right. So if you've heard about, if you're into your history, the USS Estonia, or the MS Estonia, sorry,
Yep.
was one of the biggest ship disasters in history.
Yeah.
With 852 people who were perished in the accident. The sinking of the MS Estonia happened in 1994, and basically, in the official reports, it was said that the bow door came loose during bad weather, and high waves, and it was because it was kind of a bit of a ferry. It was operating the Baltics in the Bering Sea, and it wasn't very kind of, it wasn't strong enough for the conditions.
It wasn't worthy for the sea at that time.
So they say. In 2005, a former sea customs officer reported that the weeks leading up to the sinking of the ship, he had a command to say, if certain vessels were allowed to come in without being checked.
But
because he was up on, on his job, he knew what he was looking for, and he was basically kind of, not going to just take this order line down. He stopped him anyway. And he was checking a few of the ships. He basically said that whilst he was checking the bows on several of these ships, especially the Estonia included, they found boxes of Soviet tech.
Oh.
So apparently
Dodgy.
the UK were doing some, basically having a bit of kind of deals with the Swiss,
Oh, right, yeah,
to get into Russia or the USSR at the time or the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
To kind of get the hands on some tech and then smuggle it through on these ferry boats.
Normal spying shit.
Right, just general normal spying.
Yeah, it happens every single day.
Yeah, a bit of corporate espionage. Who knows, or government espionage.
Yeah.
So, searched several boxes.
Yeah.
And turned out, they found out that there was dodgy stuff in it. There was also an article in the British magazine called The New Statesman that claimed that MI6 and the Swiss government were working together on smuggling Soviet secrets, and that was a year before.
So they already had a little bit of info about it, but never actually done anything about it until this tragic accident.
Well, yeah, of course, until after the math.
But was it an accident?
After the math.
Yeah, but the question is, was it an accident or not? That's the thing.
Well, who knows? Well, no, what they're saying is it was not sunk, it was destroyed, the ship. It was sunk by
either
Russians.
Oh, right.
Yeah, trying to get
the tech back or stop the tech from actually reaching the destination.
Yeah, maybe.
It shouldn't be. Yeah. It's all plausible. You know what I mean? With all the lies that go around, and then all of a sudden, boom! Oh, what's this just come up? You just said that. So why should I believe any of the other story you're telling me on it?
Yeah, exactly. So, any more you want to cover?
Ricky Edwards. We did that. We did. Wasn't that our second episode?
What?
From
Richie Edwards?
Yeah.
No, I think it was like episode 11.
Was it 11 we did that?
Yeah,
I thought it was sooner than that. Yeah, that's another conspiracy where he went disappear in 1995.
Yeah, he disappeared, but basically it was one of those stories where we don't know if he just kind of took off and didn't want to be in the band and the fame, didn't want the fame anymore, because he was interviews with him that basically were,
suicidal, depression.
No, because he didn't come across as that. In fact, there was an interview with him the day before where he didn't seem suicidal in the slightest. He just kind of was like a bit despondent with being famous. He just didn't really want to be famous anymore.
Quite a lot of that happens all now. That like you've got loads of people who've just died, and then people have just turned around and gone, oh, well, you know what they are, don't you?
Well, that's why
on the
I
island
said,
with like Tupac and Biggie.
That's why I said, though, these people out there who, just don't want to be famous anymore, and then they die, and then we kind of mourn them, but it's like, are they really dead, or they just don't want the limelight anymore? Because in that episode, I think we talked about, what was he called now from... In fact, going back to... what's he called now? Ace Ventura.
Oh, yeah.
What's he called? Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, yeah.
He did the Man on the Moon film, wasn't it? About Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
Now, Andy Kaufman apparently turned back up after, apparently dying. Yeah. Now, apparently he turned back up with daughters. He just wanted a quiet life, but apparently he died of cancer. And it was publicly known that he died, but he's rematerialised. And
now saying, I'm not dead.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. R.E.M. say it in that song. If, Andy Kaufman and the Game of Life, yeah. And that song's about conspiracy theories, if you like. If you believe they put a man on the moon.
True, yeah, very true.
So the fact that Andy Kaufman's brought up in that song, it's like, well, these are things that they're telling you that you shouldn't really believe.
Yeah.
Do you believe they put a man on the moon? Do you believe Andy Kaufman's dead?
Yeah.
Not exactly my point.
Yeah,
right?
Because it's reported that they are.
That came out so many years before he was rediscovered as being alive. So people know. Yeah. There's certain people who were in the loop.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they were obviously that good that they didn't open the gobs and actually say something.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Because nowadays they go, right, which paper's going to give me the most money?
Exactly, for my story.
Yeah, I've got a nice little payout. I don't give a fuck about what I've just done. I'm going on my nice little holiday.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, there's far too much of that now these days. You need to, calm down on this
Well, with
shit.
Richie, I think it was a sad story because obviously his sister carried on looking for him for so many years, and obviously... but again, I read something that, like... somebody mentioned to me that he's turned back up.
Hey.
Richie. But I don't know how much to believe about it, because generally he's
not good.
I've
for
not
the
seen
families,
any
man.
evidence to say that happened at all. So
yeah, with people bringing these up all the time, it's like it's not good. He's not good for the families.
No,
you know what I mean?
of course
Because they're
not.
trying to get closure. They know what's going on, but people and they don't.
Well, like I say, the sisters never stopped looking,
Yeah.
and she's basically opened investigations, done a
Fair
lot of
enough,
evidence, a lot of detective work herself.
Yeah.
And it was amazing how kind of
how good she's.
how much stuff she's turned up where
Yeah.
the police couldn't.
Yeah,
So-
and yet the police get paid to actually do that kind of stuff, and
Exactly.
you've got to go
Yeah.
off and do it yourself. So does the system work?
Like I say, one of our popular episodes. So
Yeah.
if you're interested in that story, get over to episode 11
Yeah.
and have a listen, because it's really good, interesting topic as
Yeah,
well.
It is.
Um, any more British
Yeah.
conspiracy theories?
There's a weird one going round.
Go on.
Lewis Tomlinson.
We'll make this our last one before we move on.
One of the lads from what is it? One
Direction.
Yeah.
One Direction's Lewis
Yeah.
Tomlinson. Go on.
Well, apparently he had a baby son in
Had a baby.
2016. Congratulations, son. If you did, apparently people are reporting
Well,
that
it's fine. He'll be
haven't.
like 5 by now, 4
Yeah.
or 5.
Yeah. Well, apparently people looked at photos and gone, no, that ain't your baby. Don't care what you say, that's not your baby. And the reason was why they reckon that it's either a cover up that to get out of the band,
Right.
or it's a cover up for, if you're getting this now, listening, cover up for the affair with Harry Styles.
What? How do you mean?
Well, apparently people are trying to say that they're together.
Well, how would a baby introducing a baby matter?
I know, but they're saying that the pictures of the baby, he hasn't got a baby. He's just said he's got a baby
to
so he
make
can
it
get
look-
out of the band or carry on his relationship
with
with
Harry.
Harry Styles. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
do you know
good
what?
luck to you.
Do you know
Good luck
what?
to you, fellas.
I'll tell you right now. I don't give a flying fuck about that.
I couldn't believe it when
Do
I
you know
saw it.
what?
It's like, what the fuck's that conspiracy? But that is a non-conspiracy,
That is
and it doesn't matter.
literally a non-conspiracy.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, that's no
you know,
props,
when we're
but-
covering people like William Shakespeare and Queen Elizabeth,
and we get
Harry
shit
Styles
like that
and
coming up.
fucking the other guy, I forgot his name already.
But this is the thing with like some conspiracy theories. It's just like things just thrown up from the air because someone's had the conversation.
No,
going,
someone's had
what?
a thought. Someone's thought of something. And
Well, they
thought,
haven't
"That
really,
makes
haven't they? They haven't
sense.
thought it through that much.
makes so much sense. I'm going to run with that. I'm going to put a YouTube video up, and then some other fucking idiot goes, do you know what? He's got a point.
Yeah, but I bet they won't say it to his face.
What?
But they won't say it to his face.
What,
They're
Harry
only saying it.
Styles?
They're only saying it because there is no face to the or no consequences for their freedom of speech.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. And I suppose you could say...
Yeah, but they wouldn't. If they've got their opinion like that, I wouldn't say that they'd say it to the face.
What,
If they'd say it to the face, then you could say it on there.
What, go over to Harry and say,
Yeah,
I
go,
think
"Hey,
you're...
Harry, yeah, you're in love with your
Well, this is it.
bandmate."
There's so many conspiracy theories where
then-
people kind of come out with wild things,
Yeah.
like, you know, stuff about, like, you know, Sandy Hook and, like, saying shit like that
Yeah.
staged. And it's like, well, I'm not being funny, but I'm sure the people involved don't see it like that.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So,
It's
you know,
just-
but again, it's people who just don't know
Got
all the
nothing to do.
facts, got nothing to do,
Yeah.
and just basically come out with
bullshit. Yeah, because he got nothing else to do in the life set for make up rumours and then...
Or just don't
you
look
know.
into things well enough. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
they
yeah,
get
there is
a
that,
snippet
yeah.
of information and base their whole judgment on that little bit of information.
Yeah.
When really, if they knew the whole story, they might have a different outlook on it.
Exactly.
So-
Just don't get your info from one place. Not everyone tells the truth. Quite a lot don't tell the truth. You know what I mean? So you've got to recognise what you're looking at and what you're about.
I tell you where, there's a great place to get some information.
Oh, where's
the
that?
Never a Straight Answer website.
You're
you can
right
get over
there.
there at neverastraightanswer.co.uk. It's got full of fucking info. It's got loads of extra bits
Yes.
and also
all
loads
our
of
episodes,
loads of
Yeah.
articles and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So you could go back and have a look at all the ones we've talked about that we've said we've done before,
There you go.
and you could have a
Listen them
jolly
all.
good time.
Download them.
Yeah.
Share them with your friends,
Yeah.
family and relatives. And there you go. That was tonight's main topic on
This is.
British conspiracy theories and all sorts of crazy and whatnot's going on
Weird
in the
fucking
UK.
Shit. Yeah.
From royals to non-royals to fucking lizards to fucking whatever else.
Penguins without butts next.
Penguins with penguins without butts. Falling out of butts. Talking about butts.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot where I was going with this now. Talking about butts.
Yeah.
We've got this episode is sponsored. By what were they called?
Amazon.
Audible. Yeah. And it's the biggest book club.
Butt plug.
Book club.
Book club.
Book club.
Right, book club.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want to go over, it's a book plug.
It's a book plug.
It's a book club. I'm doing a book plug. Yeah.
On a book plug
for a book club.
Right. Okay.
So if you want to join up with Audible and get 30 free days membership and a free book plug. I mean, a free book. Yeah. Then get over to the link in the description over on Twitter or in the episode description. Join out Audible. What's your book been this week?
My book, I haven't got a book.
I've been still listening to Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. Still got a bit to go, but it's good. Excellent book.
What, about halfway through, are you?
Yeah, halfway through. Yeah.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. And like I say, the choice is infinite over there. You can, if you got loads of choice on books.
I'm about to order the Missing 411.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So,
gonna have a look at that.
Well,
great read.
Like I say, link is in the description. If you want to join the Book Plug Club and get over to Audible for 30 days free membership.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, moving on, we're going into the news.
Yeah.
It's the news. It's the news, and we've got lots of news. We've scoured the internet. We'd spent a whole 10 minutes looking for news that was happening in the world today, and there is fucking quite a lot. Any news that you want to talk about before?
Should we go on to
Corona Watch?
Corona Watch, yeah.
Corona Watch.
Oh, is it Corona War?
Corona Watch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, Corona Watch this week.
Yeah.
It's been a fucking deadly week.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about, how kind of, the spread has kind of escalated.
Yeah.
Coronavirus or COVID-19. Is it COVID?
Yeah. That's its actual name.
Do you know what a COVID is? A crow.
Oh, crow.
A crow or like a magpie or that type of bird is a corvid. Right, so COVID-19 update today, which is the 7th of March.
Yeah.
January, February,
all day
March.
As well.
Yeah, March. Just counting my mum's. Yeah. 7th of March 2020. January, February, March.
Yeah.
And as of today, UK is at 206 cases. And 2 deaths.
Fucking worse. And I woke up what the other morning. It was what was it? 111. Then it was by the afternoon.
Yeah, it's been jumping rapidly, hasn't it?
I mean, today,
and I think they're
40,
a little bit behind
49.
as well. So obviously, it takes 24 hours for the swab test to come through. Yeah. So basically, we're always a little bit behind on it.
Yeah.
The US, they've had 346 cases as of today and 14 deaths. Yeah. Whereas Italy, they've had like a rise of 1,200 in 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's been horrendous.
I'll tell you, Italy and South Korea seem to have the worst effects of it at the minute. I mean, like you just said, it's like doubled the rate within 24 hours. It's absolutely
I won't
ridiculous.
mind. I spoke to my dad earlier on in the week, and I said he wished him happy birthday and happy birthday, Dad. And he goes,
happy birthday.
He goes, I'm off to Rome in the morning. And I was just like, why are you going to Rome in the morning? He's like,
cheap flights.
Probably cheap flights, yeah. But the fact he's off there for 4 days. I think the next day they locked it down again.
He won't be back for 6 months.
I'm just thinking, I've not heard from him. He could be still out there for all I know.
Oh, well,
if you're still out there, Dad, and you're listening to the podcast, then, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know you're all right.
Yeah.
I think people are kind of panicking a little bit. They're panic buying,
Oh, yeah, the shelves are... It's stupid, man. The amount of people, the amount of arguments over bog roll alone is just stupid. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I know that there's been a lot of stores out of hand sanitizers. They've been sold out. Toilet roll's been sold out. There's just kind of like, I don't know what if the need for it is as strong as they need to, go out.
I don't think they need to rush like that, but I'm already
at the end of the day as well, right?
Buy.
If there's literally like so many people there and you're taking every single pack of toilet roll for yourself, be a bit fucking have a bit of concern for other people as well. Don't be so selfish.
Oh yeah,
if like you saying there was an argument with a woman because she'd got 16 multi-packs of toilet roll and left none for anyone else, whereas this woman just wanted a pack of toilet roll.
Yeah. No, these are my toilet roll. No,
they're in my trolley.
Yeah,
and I think it just
not that
when consumption's involved, right? It shows humanity is worse.
Yes,
when whether it's Black Friday,
not necessary,
or petrol shortages, or fucking any other sort of panic buying through any sort of kind of catastrophe that's happening. It shows the very worst in humanity. There would be enough to go around probably. If there's no problems people did it in a moderation. Do you know what I mean?
Think about it. That's what I'm doing. Thinking about it and collecting
sensible.
Back.
Just be sensible. That's all you got to say. There's a couple of stories linked with Corona this week. Well, say a few.
I've got some
Right. Well, it's plausible that this coronavirus obviously started in Wuhan. And it's been linked back to a market out there. But there's a new article that's just come out saying that the coronavirus was an experiment that went wrong with 2 Wuhan lab leaks exposed by Chinese scientists. So one scientist come forward basically saying that they're not very stringent with the security checks in terms of animals they're doing tests on, as well as kind of just lax in their procedures.
Well,
by the sounds of it,
I think that bit of information you just told me then. Well, I've got a little bit that could connect to that actually.
Go for it.
Because I got a tweet yesterday. That the Chinese scientists found out that there's 2 viruses, not one. So it's either been made twice, like in a lab, and been let out twice by accident or on purpose or however, or it's already mutated into this other one. And it's sounding like that. Everyone's been getting this nasty cold last year at the mid and the end of the year, where you tell. I mean, I've still got some now with me now. There's a theory that seems to be the first virus that hit around, but it didn't affect us as much as this other one. And this other one seems to be
the killer.
Seems to be the deadlier one. But another story come out as well that it looks like that the virus can stay out of the body onto other surfaces for a lot longer than we suspect that generally a virus
well,
can
that
do.
Brings me to my next point. Just keep washing your hands. Obviously, hand sanitizers at a shortage, but obviously just keep your hands clean. If you're going to sneeze and cough, use a tissue and obviously ball it up, get rid of it. Just be fucking sensible when it comes to your hygiene.
Yeah, just think smartly, man.
Now, the thing with this Wuhan the escape thing is what they're saying is officials said that from the 41 people that reported, getting ill in Wuhan, originally 27 of them had contracted it from the seafood market. But they were basically saying, obviously, there was bats at the market, armadillos, all these other types of exotic animals. But the thing is, the fucking Wuhan's Center for Disease Control is literally about 280 meters from the market. Right? And one of the scientists working there has come forward and said that they were actually doing tests on bats. Right? He's named 2 instances where rather a bat's escaped or fluids from a bat have got onto the skin of one of the workers who's had to self-isolate themselves for 14 days. This was even before the outbreak. Do you know what I mean?
So taking procedures,
it's making me think that their security on what's coming in and out of this Centre for Disease Control wasn't up to scratch, because not only is it right next to a food market, but then these animals that are escaping are being caught for consumption.
Well, I sort of agree with you there, because don't forget, not that long ago, I think it was before Christmas, we had a conversation on the podcast about American and Russian labs that all of a sudden have had an issue. One had a fire, and the other one had to be closed down for a leakage of some sort.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it seems to be funny at the minute, a little bit funny how them kind of incidents have happened, and then now there's been a blame on one over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then that also could say that there's also been other stuff let out by the Russian lab and the American lab.
Makes me worry these centres for disease control, because it's like, obviously you've got all the nastiest shit known to man under one roof.
Yeah.
And what happens if there's a failure? You know, does it all get released out? Or, I mean, obviously not in some sort of pump out gas, fucking, you know, like get it all sprayed out.
Spray
but
if
the building was to explode or something, you know, is that going to release? Like, obviously they've got contingencies in for those sorts of things.
Well, think of
obviously
this,
it's a bit weird. Well,
think of Chernobyl. Chernobyl was a lab and it blew up.
Bottom line is that, you know, if you're healthy and you're a strong person, then like you will just beat it. It'll be like a normal bout of the flu.
Yeah.
But generally, if it's the weak and the kind of elderly that we've got to worry about, because, you know,
this is where
they can't fight it off. But then,
well,
like you're saying, this is where the conspiracy's coming in to kind of raise the
it gets rid of population and it raises economics later on.
But it doesn't at the moment.
It doesn't at the minute.
It crashes a lot of economics. But the thing is
doing the crashing. If you want
to go on about a conspiracy, I mean, you could argue that with all the shit about climate change. And obviously China's one of the biggest countries that, you know, needed to make a change. And their their sort of pollution footprint, if you like, or pollution score has dropped dramatically in the month that they've had it, because they've had to close down factories and,
on Google
they're
Maps.
not travelling around using transport as much. Like you said earlier, looking on Google Maps where you see a view of China and it's all smoggy, and then this week it's clear. You know what I mean?
It just proves a point.
It proves a point and does two jobs at once, because it brings down the population slightly, but also clears the air.
Yeah.
So, you know, now it makes you think that it's rather nature fighting back, or it's a man-made thing. That's the two options I see, and then I just don't see that it's I mean,
the last time this happened was in America. When 9/11 happened, it stops all the flights. When flights stopped, the clouds disappeared. All the shit was out of the way. So you could scientists had the little opportunity to find out and measure correctly without no influence from any kind of fuel or poison that's been going out into the atmosphere.
Well, a better idea.
A really better idea. And that's how they found global dimming. So then there was a big argument over that. But in this case, they should do the same thing. They want to take proper images and tests of what the sky and what the environment is now. Not when like all the shit's all around, then we can't actually have a look. So there is
it kind of gives you an idea of how fast you can clear it up as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
to be honest.
And is there actually something wrong, or are we like a bit potty?
Yeah, probably. Well. Talking about potty people, you know The Simpsons, the long-running Matt Groening show.
Oh yeah.
Well, everyone knows a bit of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Well, The Simpsons have been known to predict certain things happening from time to time.
Yeah.
Now, there's a certain episode of The Simpsons what kind of fans are now saying shows predictions of the coronavirus.
Oh, you're joking.
Well, yeah, it goes back to the episode where I think basically there's a scene where there's a Chinese factory, and they're basically saying, I've been working sick for 3 weeks now, I hope don't tell the boss. And he sneezes into a box, and it gets shipped to the States. Do you know what I mean?
Ah, right.
So,
okay.
So it's got basically a habit of predicting the future. In 2020, an episode of Bart to the Future refers to the president Donald Trump.
Yeah.
16 years before he took office. Also has predictions of 9/11.
Yeah.
Also there was but this is kind of pertaining to an episode where basically an outbreak
Yeah,
of germs kind of floating around Springfield.
But that show, I mean, the amount of shows they've done, I don't know how many they've done now, and they do silly prediction. They do silly things.
He was ordering a juice loosener. If
you think about it, like they could predict stuff because they've done something silly that they don't believe that would have happened, but has just happened. Or
well, this is it, isn't it? It's like sometimes is it fiction stranger than reality?
Well,
but obviously, you know. Yeah, I think with The Simpsons, they've done so many storylines that obviously now and again they're going to hit on something that might happen.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's the fact that back then they might have thought that the idea of President Trump being a president was hilarious.
Well, yeah.
Never thought it'd ever happen.
Get infinite amount of monkeys and their type of Shakespeare one point.
Or will they?
Well, if you get infinite amount of monkeys,
was it an infinite amount of monkeys that wrote William Shakespeare's work? You never know.
Yeah, that's his collaboration.
There you go.
Okay, now we've clicked it. We've found
Sorted it out. It was an infinite amount of monkeys.
Hidden within science all along.
There you go. And that was the clue.
Yeah.
That was the clue, you see. Right, we've sussed it.
Now we woke up.
Last coronavirus story before we move. Have you got any more corona updates?
Not only set for the death rate's gone up to 2.3 around the world.
Fuck.
Yeah, which isn't great. That's higher than...
Like I say, keep well, guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to get poorly, but just fucking do your best.
Don't be idiots, but do
your best.
Keep yourself nice and clean and everyone else around
you.
Well,
last story, coronavirus revelations. Ooh. Bible experts warned of a pandemic in 2005 and said it's the return of the plague.
Fucking knew this.
Yeah,
we were talking about
coronavirus has infected more than 100,000 people around the world. Despite bizarre warnings of Four Horsemen style apocalyptic plague fucking predictions coming out, could this be a sign of a biblical prophecy unfolding?
Mountains. Did you see that picture of the volcano?
Oh, that was amazing. Loved that picture. Yeah, actually, do you know what? In fact, I cut that picture out and stuck it on my wall in the office. It's a great photo.
That explosion put more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere than all the cars put together.
There you go. And as well, that's another thing that it's like I said about kind of natural cycles with the planet.
All interconnects, doesn't it, really?
It does, doesn't
you know what I mean? If you really think about it.
Well, there you go. The fact is that basically there's been a lot of crazy shit going on, and everyone's attributing it now to Bible prophecies, saying that we're in the end times.
Yeah, well,
and we'll bring you every step live every week on another episode of Never a Straight Answer. If it is the end of the world, we'll be fucking covering it. Don't you worry. Yeah,
even if we're coffee to death.
Mate, I tell you what, we were thinking about doing that.
Yeah,
but
if we catch it,
you know what? If we catch it, we'll do I will do a daily update.
Yeah.
And be like, I feel like shit. Yeah. I don't want to do a podcast today.
Skype it or something.
But bringing it live.
But look, we're not open to get it, but
I won't get it.
I think we're going to be honest. I think majorities. But don't be scared. Just be sensible.
Well, there you go. There's Corona Watch for another week. We'll bring you the updates as they come in over Twitter as well as live on the podcast.
Yeah.
People don't realise that we don't edit this show.
Yeah,
we don't edit.
We do not edit at all.
So, we occasionally get things wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, we occasionally say the wrong thing.
Yes. We notice it and
we do notice it.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to be starting a new little segment in the next week or two called Retractions. Yeah, where we listen over last week's episode and tell you all the points where we got wrong.
Yes. Which I think we generally don't.
You get a few bits.
Yeah, a few bits. But
it's like you say, anything can happen in a live show. And plus, the pressure gets to you sometimes. It's like, fuck me, I can't find that bit of paper that I wrote that thing down on. And it's like, you start scrambling.
Yeah.
It all goes wrong.
I remember the that I used to do.
Oh, I still do it occasionally, but there are basically t-shirts available on the website.
Yes.
As a little nod to our shit presenting skills from back in the day.
Yeah.
Where we go basically every 5 seconds.
We spread the good as well as the bad.
Yeah, we do. So get yourself over to the merch stand and get yourself a basically t-shirt. Very reasonable price.
Yeah.
I've got a new story here. Good. Canadian boy
Oh, boy.
Canadian boy. 8
Lucky
years
boy.
old. He's a lucky little chappy.
He is, isn't he?
8-year-old Canadian boy wins $200 worth of cannabis products
You
at
lucky son.
a youth hockey tournament. Great prize. I don't know. Well, you know, a grandfather in Canada says that he was outraged to find out that his 8-year-old grandson...
What was he selling his granddad?
Well, no, it depends. He was outraged that he didn't win. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He was outraged to find out that his 8-year-old grandson had won a raffle at a youth hockey tournament and won about $200 worth of marijuana products.
Fucking mint.
So Keith of British Columbia, Keith is the most fucking attractive. Family Guy say that, don't they? The most attractive male name in the human language.
It's Keith.
Keith.
I heard it was the worst name that you could call your baby.
Don't
apparently.
call your kids Keith. Well, Keith
Keith's
from British
all right.
Columbia told Toronto CTV News that his grandson, who played youth hockey in the Youth Hockey League, entered himself into the raffle to win a prize. It was expected that each team was responsible to put in something into the gift basket.
Yeah,
all the prizes had a minimum value of $50, and they were basically put in brown paper bags. With
brown paper bags, that just sounds dodgy straight
all
away.
Put in bags so you couldn't see what the prizes were.
Yeah,
you know, probably
like
gift bags. Probably gift bags. But say brown paper bags.
Yeah.
You know,
don't need a little bit for that.
So, but with a bit of tape in front of him. To indicate which the prize was.
Yeah.
Or what number the prize would belong to.
Yeah.
So obviously, usually these prizes are geared towards the children.
Yeah.
But obviously, this one wasn't. Adults have got a chance to win as well. But this particular ticket and this particular bag was containing £200 worth of pot.
Lucky bastard.
Right? So apparently the grandfather's gone to the hockey league and complained. He said that he thought he won a child's prize.
He announced,
or whatever.
didn't he, really?
He got some fucking mad stuff, man. He said the prize obviously had some paraphernalia, some edibles, and some other bits and pieces in
Biscuits.
there as well. I think there might have been a bong.
Yes, boy.
So, he's complained anyway, and they basically said that, it was actually geared, that prize was actually aimed at adults.
See, so they fucked up big time.
Oh, no, the fact is somebody's fucking put a load of weed in a fucking... a raffle.
He could have given it his grandfather.
There could have been somebody out there who won that and wouldn't have said out and would have been just like, fucking nice
Do you
one.
reckon the grandpa would have said anything? If he would have gone, right.
Do you think that's what he was? He was a bit gutted that he didn't win. I would have just took it off the grandson.
He probably fucking needs it more than anyone else at the moment.
He's probably one of those
grumpy bastards.
He doesn't really
don't understand.
Get into it.
Yeah.
But like the fact he was 8 years old.
Yeah, well, 8 years old is too young.
The fact is he got edibles in there as well, right?
And the kid would be the first thing he'd grab.
The kid would have been like chocolate, cookies, sweet, and he's going to eat that. Yeah. And next minute I've got an 8-year-old stoned little kid on my hands.
Nah, if he was like 18, then fair enough. But 8, no.
Yeah.
I think it's way too.
I'd say that.
They've
18.
Irresponsible.
Okay.
They've been unresponsible.
They were very irresponsible. And then to turn around and say that it's okay because obviously it was aimed at an adult and he just got the wrong prize. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Because now you're influencing the kid as well. Now,
how do you mean?
You're sort of putting the influence in front of the kid. Well, that kid might not have seen weed before.
No, that's it. Of course,
biscuits. So now you've thrown it in front of him. Now it's been taken away. What do teenagers do when your mum says, do this?
Don't do this. They go and do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there could be a psychological reflex off.
Oh,
but then again,
you've just created a pothead.
Yeah, but potheads aren't that bad.
No, that's true.
You know what I mean?
I know some nice ones.
Yeah.
We're
all good.
Have you got any news you want to talk about?
No, I've got a movie that's just coming out.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah.
I've got a few more news stories and then a few NASA stories as well.
Yeah, Dr. Stephen Greer has just brought out his new movie. Started yesterday, I believe.
Oh, yeah, his new documentary.
Yeah.
I hear this one's better than some of his other ones.
Yeah, apparently he's really happy on this one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wasn't happy about the last one.
Well, no, I thought the last one was
I did, actually. What was that? Especially, the disclosure?
Yeah, especially those who haven't looked into this before. If you want start looking into it or
if you don't know
the stuff, then
Stephen Gray's the scientist who claims to have worked for
he's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
He was a doctor in an ER.
But didn't he work for
President Clinton and his CIA advisor, I think it was, who basically...
No, but he claimed to work at Area 51, didn't he?
No, he's been to Area 51.
Who was
but that is...
never mind. Doesn't matter.
Oh, you got me.
We'll get him retractions next week. There you go.
Yeah. No, this was the one that President Clinton basically passed him a file and said, look, these are the files on UFOs. Some of it is true. Some of it isn't.
Out what's what.
You find out what's. And he's set up Disclosure, I think his website's called.
Right.
And he's got loads of stuff. But his new movie's just popped out called Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. And it's supposed to be a really, really good one, this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it the fifth or the fourth kind?
Fifth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I thought it was the fourth before, but no, I checked it again.
I've got a couple of spacey stories.
Oh, yeah.
NASA has spotted aliens, apparently. UFO's been captured on video from the space station.
Someone showed me this the other day, in fact. And you know what? I've got to see this properly myself because there was one that turned up last week and it looks like the new space pod that NASA sent up, so they don't have to use the Russian rockets anymore to send.
Well, that's I thought they were using SpaceX rockets to instead of using the Soviets.
Yeah. Well, this would be a part of it, but as someone pointed out to me, I've seen the pictures because there's been issues with it apparently. So it's not. They're saying it's effective, but it's not actually in working order yet.
I think we talked about this because it was a similar thing was caught by the ISS speeding out of the Earth's atmosphere, and they described that as a cone-shaped object as well. So I'm thinking, is this something similar or the same object? But cameras on board the International Space Station have picked up a strange cone-shaped object orbiting around the Earth. This is orbiting, whereas the last one that the reported was actually jettisoning out of the Earth.
Right. Well, right. This is the third one then. I haven't heard about this this cone one again.
You haven't?
No.
I brought it up last week. I think.
Is it the same one?
Well, no, it's not the same story. It says, but it was a similar story in the sense that it was.
There's a lot of activity going on then.
Yeah, well, there is actually on the International Space Station at the minute.
Oh,
because one of the other things they're up to at the minute is they're doing a bit of testing. On veggie growing your own.
Let's grow a lettuce. Yeah, it's like carrot.
If you were in space, you'd think closer to the sun, you might get some nice veggies.
No, because it's all about gravity as well. Because if you put carrot in there, how would it grow? It wouldn't know what bottom and the top is.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, of course it wouldn't, would it? Because that's it. It grows down.
And
because
then environment as well.
Oh, no, because a root vegetable goes to...
Too much sun?
No.
Yes.
You see, a root vegetable doesn't have sun. It's a root. It goes into the ground. The reason why a root vegetable kind of grows so much it does is because it's trying to stretch for the water source.
All right, imagine a plant.
So a carrot would grow just as well in space. It wouldn't be a case of the heaviness drawing it down. It's the fact that it's trying to find a water source. So you could say that if you watered a plant in space, the water...
Wherever the water
would rise out of the ground, out of the soil, potentially a little bit better.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have to do anything, so it could stay small and fat.
Yeah,
and
maybe
end up being something like a potato,
a chunky carrot.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Well, they've been doing experiments on lettuce.
Yes,
and it's just like Earth lettuce.
Wicked.
Would you have believed it?
Yeah, to be honest,
I would have as well. To be honest.
But then it's all in the environment of how they've done it. You know what I mean?
They've been growing lettuce in space to prove that it's nutritious.
Yeah, they can have a lettuce
and as lettucey as lettuce grown on Earth.
Yeah.
The future, basically crewed missions into deep space, they'll have to kind of grow their own fruit and veg, won't they?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So doing these tests on the International Space Station obviously takes them one step further. They've been doing a study on lettuce growing, and they've basically yielded quite a lot of lettuce off it. So they've...
Good news. That means we could go to space and make our own food.
Yeah, man, we can grow. We can
Wicked.
have lettuce
We might not be able to have no meat unless we purify it first.
Oh no, basically everyone's going fucking vegan anyway.
Well,
so,
you know what? You fucking bang right on that one.
So it's like we'll be all right because we can just live off a plant-based diet.
Yeah.
In space, living it large.
Well, not moving. I can't be arsed getting out of bed. Float over there, you lazy cunt. No, I can't be arsed.
Well, last UFO story. Did a black car-like UFO appear in Mexico?
Yes.
Did it?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Because it's a UFO, isn't it?
How'd
It's unidentified. Well, you identified it, but something flew across the...
Well, a video has been shared by eyewitnesses showing that what appears to be a black-coloured UFO flying over the skies of central Mexico. According to experts, the UFO could be an alien vessel that was constructed, basically conducting tests on Earthlings.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
I believe it.
Yeah.
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 I'm not even going to dispute it.
Yeah.
The footage of the sighting was shared via YouTube by user Magiri Sheep.
Magiri Sheep?
Yeah, and it's a short video which is only about 40 seconds long and
At least
features a dark-coloured flying object hovering above the skies of Santiago.
Good man.
Yeah, there you go.
Good man, because the more we look up into the skies and take photos of...
Watch
you'd be
the
surprised
skis.
On what flies by and you're not noticed.
Yeah, right. So,
You'd be
but do you know why?
surprised.
Do you know why no fucker notices? Because you're always sat there looking down at your
phone.
phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Getting killed by fucking walking across the road without looking and shit.
I'll be honest, yeah. I was in stitches yesterday because I was running from a bus, and as I was kind of heading down the street, there was a chap there. Obviously, he was on Google Maps.
Yeah,
and he was so kind of engrossed in his phone. They walked into a tree. Well done, sir.
Good.
I had to make the joke and say, obviously Google Maps didn't include that tree in its street view.
And
he just looked really embarrassed. But I was like, do you know what, mate?
Well deserved.
I'm constantly looking out. I don't feel like I should have to look out for myself as well as 5 other people walking down the street, because those 4 other people are fucking head down on Tinder or fucking Facebook or whatever.
Yeah, I like it when they fall into fountains and shit. That's funny as shit. Yeah, that's like, you're well deserved, very well deserved, and you wreck your fucking phone.
Yeah, you fucked it up now, haven't you?
But you know who's worse than that?
Go on.
Drivers
on
the phone. Fuck me. And you know what? The law is just like, it's doubled its penalty points and fine, and people still do it. And it's so annoying.
Yeah,
man.
it happens.
So annoying.
And I think especially at the moment when these when people aren't feeling the best.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the worst time to do it. I think there's so many kind of like dickheads on the road as it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just be safe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I can say to you. Be safe if you're out there. Yeah. It's a crazy time to be living in, so just make sure that you're looking after yourself and others.
Yeah.
Obviously.
There's others all around you.
It's nice to be nice, and obviously if you've got somebody down the road who hasn't got anybody and you can help them out,
knock on a door and have a little conversation.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, if the shit does hit the fan and everybody's kind of like fucked
looking out the window.
Yeah, if you've got it, then help that old person or fucking your neighbour.
Yes, if they need food or...
Do you know what I mean? Because they could be on their own and not needing a bit of an hand and not being able to get to the shops or whatever because they've been isolated. Well, I don't know.
This is going to be an issue for old people.
Of course it's going to be an issue.
There's a lot of lonely old people.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of lonely people as well.
Of course there is. So it's like there's people who are on their own, and it's like if you are poorly, you do need somebody to help you out.
Yeah.
Just spare a thought for him. So
they might be embarrassed to go out and ask. They don't, they haven't got the capabilities that most people have.
Well, so just help anyone if you can.
If you can, yeah.
We'll give you shout-outs.
Yes.
Hey! We love a bit of shout-out action, and we love you guys for getting involved. We've got a lot of shout-outs. We've got a featured podcast. This is the last week for the featured podcast for Not So Minnesota Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Well, they've been our featured podcast all month. Unfortunately, we need to replace put another featured podcast in.
We do.
But thank you to the girls. Yeah, of course, we'll be plugging them every week because there's a fucking absolute quality podcast.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Jessie G and Jen.
Yes,
do an amazing job. I know they've been. I think Jen's been a bit poorly this week. I'm not sure. I think she's had a bit of a fever, so they've not had a new episode. But looking forward to it. When you do put out a new show, I'll be downloading it, and you should too. So subscribe over on. You can get their episode over on our website.
Yes, you can.
And there's also a link to their Podbean or Anchor site.
I
think they're on Anchor now, so go over there and check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, big shout out to the girls over at Not So Minnesota Nice.
Yeah.
Big shout out to EJ, our blogger in the basement, who does some sterling work for us over on the website. Writes us some excellent articles and blogs.
Cracking work.
She's got some stuff coming up this week. I will post it as soon as it's available.
Yes.
Also, big shout out to our Patreons.
Yes,
Patreons. We couldn't do it without you. You absolute legends.
Stars.
You're the shining lights.
The
bee's knees, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to become a Patreon, get over to Patreon. We've got a little special offer going at the moment.
We are.
Whereas if you sign up before the 28th of this month,
you
will get a signed postcard with a little love note from one of us.
Oh, yeah. A love note.
A little sexy message.
Ooh, with
it
kisses.
Could say anything, you never know. We're trying to make them a bit personal.
Yeah.
We don't know you, but if we do know you, even better.
Yeah.
But if we don't know you, we'll still write something a bit personal.
Yeah.
Like, you never know what you're going to get. Something personal.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I've spoiled the fun, haven't I?
I'll sleep nude. Well, you could get that if you get over to Patreon.
Oh, kinky.
And sign up before the 28th. Could be a £1 donation or a £5 donation.
Yeah.
Or anything in between. You customise it how you like.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Also... Yeah, so our Patreons this week, Jay, big shout out to Big J.
Yes, Jay.
Big shout out to Swoosh.
Swooshy Booshy.
Thank you so much. Brookie,
yeah, man.
thank you so much.
Nice one, thank you.
Also, big shout out to Dunk.
Dunky.
Get over to Patreon and help us out. It all goes back into the show.
It does.
And helps us out big time.
It does.
Also,
we get better and better.
And now for the hollers. So this is how I'm doing it now. Shout outs, hollers.
Yeah.
Hollers are lesser than a shout out, you see. If you want to shout out,
you want to
shout out, get on Patreon. Yeah. But if you want to holler,
then holler.
Get a holler. Gareth, big holler to you.
Yes,
Gareth's actually got a question for us this week.
Oh, me one, Gareth. Go on, keep trucking.
Gareth has asked, you could have one of these things,
right?
Yeah,
okay.
And only one. What would it be? To be very rich.
Oh yeah.
To explore space for the rest of your days.
Oh, that's a good idea. That.
Or be in a good mood permanently.
Ooh, I'm always in a good mood, so can I have rich, please?
Well, I was thinking rich because if you were like Elon Musk or, Branson or anything like that and super rich, you could go exploring space.
Yeah,
and plus, you'd always be in a good mood because you're fucking rich.
They're only a certain amount of rich. Now, if you're mega rich, bam, you've got more money than anyone around the world.
Yeah.
Bam, you could do anything.
In a good mood?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
That's where you're going to be in a good mood, aren't you? Yeah. You might have your off day, but you don't want to walk into a funeral, do you, with a good mood on?
Even your off days are going to be better than most. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
you're rich.
Yeah, exactly.
You're flying around the cosmos.
Hey, yeah, but you know what they say? More money, more problems.
More money, more problems.
All
exactly.
the time, man. You know what I mean?
That? Notorious B.R.G.
That's it, boys. Yeah.
He did indeed.
He did.
Well, there you go.
R.I.P.
All right. Or is it?
Yeah, he could be smoking with Tupac in, where are they saying? Somalia.
Yeah, that's where he is, writing albums.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Mr. Crabtree.
Yes,
working
Mr.
on the
Crabtree.
Yes. Absolute star.
Yes,
not heard from you for a while. Get in touch,
get in contact, boy.
Also, big shout out to Liz Reader.
Yes, Liz.
Thanks for retweets and stuff. It's absolutely epic. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And also, she's got a podcast called The Nightgeist.
Oh, The Nightgeist. Okay.
Get over to Deep in History podcast.
Yes.
Excellent show. If you love your history, excellent podcast.
Really brilliant.
Also, Tennish podcast.
Yes, Tennish.
The best place to get top 10s and the top 10 lists.
Yeah.
I find they absolutely always push the boundaries of what I expect out of a top 10.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You do it the mark.
You mean you get some podcasts where they're just like top 10 pop tracks of the 1970s.
Yeah, and you're like,
or whatever. That's fucking bullshit. That's boring.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Yeah, same old shit, just a different day.
Yeah, they've always got a good spin on things.
Yeah.
So get over our 10ish podcast.
Yeah, good listen.
Grief Burrito for your gaming needs. They do all types of cool. They do loads of topics.
Yeah,
but they've got a big kind of sort of area of gaming. So yeah, if you're into gaming,
if you're into gaming, a lot of people are.
Check it out.
I'm a gamer myself.
Also, a big shout out to the Killer Rabbit lads.
Yes, Killer Rabbit.
You were just funny.
Yeah,
made me laugh. Also, Valerie Bubbles.
Yes, Bubbles.
Thanks for all our listeners.
Yeah,
we love you, each and every one here. And like I say, we hope that you come back and listen again.
Yeah.
If you want more information about the Never a Straight Answer podcast, you can go over to the website at neverastraightanswer.co.uk.
Yes, you can.
Like I say, from there you can get some downloadable content, all the latest episodes,
please do.
YouTube videos, all our latest articles, blogs, and
info galore,
and show notes.
Yes.
You can also go over to the merch stand and get some epic merch like hoodies, t-shirts, and baseball caps, mugs, that sort of thing. It's all good.
It's all good, and it helps the cause.
All helps the cause. Like I say, this episode's been sponsored by Audible.
Yes, Audible.
Audible. If you want to go, if you want your free,
What? Your free what?
Your free book.
Your free book.
If you want your free book, get over to Audible. Audible. You get a 33-day trial.
Oh yeah.
Tell them we sent you. You don't even have to tell them we sent you.
Yeah.
It's all automatic. We get a nice little kickback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or just order anything you want. Do your normal shopping. It's all good.
Yeah. Nothing. It's you. It's the company.
Amazon. Yeah. So it's like helping us out, and you don't even really notice.
Yeah.
So. If you've got a question or you want to just get in touch, you can email us at neverstraightanswer@gmail.com or hit us up on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's probably where we are the most.
Yeah.
Also,
true.
Instagram, and we're available on all podcast platforms, wherever you get your podcast needs.
We're everywhere. International, baby.
We're internationally recognised as podcasters at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We do.
Yeah, in terms of retractions...
Yeah,
got one.
Oh,
yeah.
You done one? Or was it me?
No, it was me.
Right. Fuck for that.
Last week in the What's Fucked Up Where You're From.
Oh yes.
San Francisco is not in California.
Oh yeah, I didn't think so.
There you go.
Yeah, you're
that's
right.
Retractions for this week.
Yeah, that's your retraction.
There you go. And on that note, that's the end of the episode.
That's cracking.
Hey, we'll be back. We won't be back next week.
No, we won't.
Because I'm over at the photography show in the Birmingham NEC. Yes. I'll be tweeting. If you're in the area, call in and say hiya.
Oh, yes. And
I'll
be looking at local dogging sites.
Do you know what? In fact, there's that many people going. If you are there, do tweet me, because I will come and meet you and get your photo taken with me, and I'll post it on the Twitter page.
Hey, yeah, that'll be cracking.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of the show.
It is.
I've been Gaz.
I've been Taylor.
We'll see you for another exciting episode of Never a Straight Answer when we return. But don't miss us too much. We've got plenty of content on the website and on the podcast streams,
and there's some good shows on the way.
So go back. We've give you a nice little taster tonight of some of the content that you could go back and listen to.
Yeah,
so
because it was a cracking show.
Do that instead. Next week.
Yeah, or go back and give us your opinion of what our show was like.
Yeah, you say fucking hell, sound quality's gone up, hasn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Well,
yeah, boy,
that's enough from me. So we'll catch you next time. I've been Gaz.
I've been Taylor.
You've been listening to Never Straight Answer. Peace
out.